not amused. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jenn Sheelen podcast. I am Jenn of jennsheelen.com, and I have with me my co-hosts, Doug the dog, Dougie, and little Miss Chelsea Bean, who's quite the ham and wants to steal the show. Dougie, you want to try that again, buddy? No. Oh, dear. Come here, you. Can your brother have some? Can he have some, too? He's allowed to have cookies. Sit. Good girl. Dougie, quick. Good boy. Little Miss Chelsea Bean's little personality has totally come out, and she now rules the roost. She went from, oh, this place is pretty nice, to, this is my house, just so you know. Okay, today is Saturday, May 6th of 2017, and you can find me on various forms of social media. I am on Ravelry, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr. Phew. And I have a Ravelry group as well, so come on over and join me there. Also, if you like this podcast, hit the subscribe button below. Thank you. Okay, so usually I talk about the podcast that I was listening to while getting ready, but I'm going to talk about a lot of different podcasts in this episode, so I'm going to give all of them props this episode. So stay tuned. What we're going to get started with is, what am I going to selfish knitting. I was like, wait a minute, what segment was that? It's been a while. Bear with me, guys. Selfish knitting. What have I been working on? So it's been a while since I've been able to podcast again because I got sick again. Horribly sick again. Last time I couldn't even knit, wasn't able to get anything done. I was flat out. This time I wasn't letting that happen. I'm like, oh no, you're not stealing my knitting time again. No. So I was still able to get a lot done. So I get to show you guys. I have a lot of bows. Oh, wait till you see. Oh, you guys have gotten so much done. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, my first one, and I've talked about this yarn before, and this is yarn from the fiber seed. And I showed you the gentleman socks, I think in my last episode that were finished, and I made a pair of matching shorty socks too. Look at that. Little girl socks. There you go. Right? Because why not? I need some girl socks too. Because that yarn was really fun and squishy, and I'm like, well, what if I wanted a pair? So I made another pair, because I had plenty of yarn for it. Good call using the alternate yarn for the toes and the heels, but I think I would have had plenty enough to do these socks completely out of the fiber seed yarn. Yeah. And it just looked really cute that way. I was pretty happy with that. So that's my first pair of socks. Believe it or not, I have 4 finished pairs of socks. Now it's a little bit of cheating because they're all shorty socks, but still, I mean, come on. That's a lot of socks. Not bad. Pretty proud of myself for that. But I only have one pair of sock blockers, so bear with me just a little bit because they look so much prettier when you to show off when you put them on the sock blocker. It's just not the same when I like dangle the sock at you. Not the same. Oh, Dougie found another cookie. How did you not find that, Bean? Seriously? Are you going to help? Are you going to help, Mama? Just don't slobber on all my stuff, baby girl. You have a little something coming out. Okay. It's all good. These, I'm kind of cheating because I want to show you all the new yarn that I dyed at the end of the podcast, but I'll show you these now because, oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute. This is my new birthday cake colorway, and I made a shorty pair of socks out of it. Now, the heels and toes are not my yarn. They are from, I think I have it in my Ravelry page. I did not write them down, and I apologize. But I did use other yarn for the heels and toes. I just wanted to have fun with that. I had like little bits of them. They weren't mini skeins, but it was like little samplers. And so I was able to use those because they matched like perfectly. And sparkly yarn. Oh, it's my sparkly yarn. It's my twinkle base. Oh my god, you guys. How fun are those? They're so fun. They literally look like confetti cake. And I mean, like knitting up the skein, it just literally looks like a piece of confetti cake that you just want to nom. Those were really fun. And I'm going to make a regular pair of socks too. I actually started a pair, which I'll get to. But I really wanted to do the shorty socks first because I desperately wanted to be able to wear these like right away. As soon as I dyed the yarn, I'm like, I have to knit with that yarn, especially in sparkle because they're so pretty. Yeah, so I treated myself and I made myself a pair of socks right away. And they were like instant gratification too. Shorty socks really are. They fly off my needles. They're super fast, especially if you do all the same colorway for the whole entire sock. But I mean, even doing the heel and toe in a different colorway, they still fly. And I love that about them. More socks to show off. Oh, you guys. I have 2 pairs now from the Cozy Knitter. And I've talked about the Cozy Knitter before. I love her self-striping sock yarn. Seriously. Like a lot. And these are so fun. And I want to say these were from one of her like 3-month clubs that she does. I don't remember which one, unfortunately. But I'm so glad that I joined those clubs because I really like the yarn a lot. This colorway is called You're So Foxy. Look at it! Oh my god. Look at that orange and the navy and all that. Oh. And you'll notice, now, Colleen, you'll be proud of me. I purposely did not try to make these socks match. The fact that they almost match identically was an accident. And if I had known that they were going to do that and was paying attention, I would have purposely changed it so that they didn't match. So even when I'm not trying, they were really, really close. I thought that was pretty funny and that you'd get a kick out of that. Because I'm usually the type A, everything must match knitter, and Colleen's more the, why do they have to match? Make multi-match, like totally different socks, fly by the seat of your pants, and I can't do that in my knitting. With my crochet, I've been able to do that, but not with my knitting. Like with my knitting, it usually has to have rhyme or reason and symmetry and blah. So I tried not to do that with these socks and kind of failed, but that's okay. The thought was there. The thought was there. It's all right. The other pair that I made from the Cozy Knitter yarn, the colorway is called Beach Bum. These are so fun too. Oh my god. Oh, more shirty socks because they're fun. And I have something to mention about these last 2 socks in particular because I'm going to do something with them, but I had a plan and it failed. But I'll get to that in a second. And these, the same thing happened as with You're So Foxy, where I really was not trying to make them match and they're almost identical. Not like these are a little bit less close, like it's a little, the gray here, like that sand color is like a little bit skinnier, but still, they're really close. I tried not to make them match. I really did. They're slightly different. That's going to have to count. But isn't that colorway so fun? Love it. It reminds me of like copper tone bottles. Like that's where, for some reason, the colorway that pops into my head is a copper tone bottle sitting on the beach. And I thought that was super cute. So she nailed this colorway. Seriously. Still can't believe those socks came out and they matched. So anyway, what I was going to tell you is I had a plan. I'm like, when I make shorty socks, well, using any skein of sock yarn that's like a good 400-ish yards, I can usually get a full pair of socks for me and a shorty pair out of the same skein, especially if I'm using different colored yarn for heels and toes. And if it's from another, not the same dyer. Well, these, the Cozy Knitter sends you a little mini skein to use for the heels and toes and the cuff if you want. So I'm like, well, I'm making shorty socks, so I'll totally have enough to make 2 pair. Yeah, that would be for the body of the sock. I'll have enough. What I wasn't thinking was that little skein that she sends with it is really meant for 1 pair of socks. You'll have some left over, but it's not meant for 2 pair. And I was like, I was literally knitting a 3rd sock out of this colorway. I'm like, because I don't want to put any of this yarn away. And same for You're So Foxy. I'm like, I'm totally going to make another pair. Just do it. And yeah, I was already to the heel. I knit the whole thing of that 3rd sock all the way to the heel. I'm halfway through the heel and I'm like, I look at that little ball of this blue and I'm like, I was really in yarn denial. I'm like, oh, I'll have enough. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I probably wouldn't, I would have barely had enough just to finish that sock, let alone do a whole nother sock with the heels, cuff, and toe. I'm like, well, crap. And it was really bothering me. I'm like, all right, this pair can definitely be for me. It's no big deal. I'll just knit the whole 2nd sock out of the self-striping and they won't match. I'm sorry. I can't, I'm too type A to let that go. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can just rip them. They don't take that long. Just do it. And I literally, the second I had that thought, took the needles out and ripped that sock out. I'm like, don't even think about it. You will be so much happier if you reknit them, and they don't take that long. I literally finished that sock this morning. I started it yesterday, finished it this morning. That's how fast that sock was. But I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, where was my brain? It was just not, I wasn't thinking at all. Frank would tease me because we swear, like, that's my tagline is I wasn't thinking. And we joke that I should have that tattooed across my forehead because I have these moments where I really wasn't thinking. Yeah. So what I think I'm going to do or try to do is at least do 2 pairs of socks and at least do the heel of both pair out of the alternating color or the other little skein that she sends with it. And I should, in theory, be able to get the heels and the toes for both pairs, but I just don't know that for sure. So what I might do is, I don't know what I'm going to do actually. I could do the whole body of the sock and like do the cuff and the self-striping and put the toe on hold and do both pair and kind of feel it out and maybe do the heel first. And then, I don't know. I really don't know how I'm going to do that because then I'd have to rejoin for the toe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I could split the rest of the yarn over for the second pair and then do one and put them on hold and maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I want it to be that much work because then I really won't want to do it. So I may just be like, I'm just going to do the heel and call it George and be done. Probably what I'm going to do. Because the whole point of these socks is they're supposed to be easy and fast and I don't want to put that much thought into them. I mean, yes, my heart goes into the knitting, but I want it to be super easy breezy, fun, and done. And that's it. Yeah. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. Is just do the heels. I think I just committed to that right there. Thank you guys for letting me talk that out. Okay, so that's my finished objects. Now, my whips. I wasn't kidding. I really had a lot to talk about. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not my finished objects. It's sitting right behind me over here. You guys, I have 2 things over here. 2 more faux. Actually, if you really want to count it out, it's 1, 2, 3, 5 more faux, but I won't go that far. I'll count this as 1. So I got into dishcloth and dish towel mode again. I just wanted something, I don't know, for some reason people were talking about dish towels and I wanted something super easy and fast and why not? Just go back to my roots. So I did. So I knit this pretty little set here. And this one is the Clover Tweed pattern for dish towels. It's so fast, so easy, and it's such an easy pattern to memorize. Like, I just needed to look at the pattern just to get started again because it had been so long. Once I had it, didn't need to look at the pattern again. I was off and running. And to go with it, I had other yarn, like more of the yarn left over in that little contrasting, like, I don't know what you'd call that mauve, soft dusty purple color. So I made Grandma's favorite dishcloth. Boom. It's my go-to. It's so easy and it's so mindless. I love that pattern. So I knit 2 of those. Ta-da! And then this one is just, I think, a little moss stitch one that I made up. Because why not? And I like this one for washing dishes because it has a little bit of scrubby to it. So yeah. Back to my roots. That's where I like really started to learn to knit, was with dish towels and where I learned to take it down a notch. It's where I learned to knit patterns is with dish towels and dishcloths. So I call that going back to my roots. It's like back to the beginning. And it's fun, like, you know, and it brings up good memories too of learning to read patterns and really learn how to knit and learn how to purl for that matter. Get these out of the way. I'll show you the next one. It's so exciting. This one was really fun. So you guys saw my, what is it, the Grandma Stripes blanket? The crochet blanket? The one that's everybody's falling down the crochet rabbit hole? Yeah, I did the C2C blanket, the corner to corner crochet blanket, and I really liked it a lot. It got a little, like when I got to the middle of it, where before I started decreasing, I was ready to decrease by that point. And thankfully this was a baby blanket. For a big blanket, I can see that being like, oh my god, it takes forever. Because at first you're just starting off with a little bitty corner, so it's like, it seems like it flies until it's like this big. But I did. So my sister Brittany requested, her little friend is having a baby, and she's like, could you make me a baby blanket? And I'm like, she's like, you know, I want to do it in like a yellow and an orange for like baby duckies and stuff like that. I'm like, that's cute. Well, it was good. I'm glad I took this on because it actually taught me a new stitch. So it taught me, especially with and even with crochet, which is something I'm kind of branching out with and trying to learn. So by doing this, I was able to learn something new and make a super cute blanket. I did not put a border on it either, and I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave it alone. I like it how it is. Look at this thing. I don't even know if I could show you the whole thing on here. Fold it like so. I mean, how cute is that? Like, you really don't need a border. It's cute how it is. Like, the edges really came out very neat, so I didn't feel like I needed a border. I thought it was really pretty by itself, and I tend to be that way, and I swear I wasn't being lazy about it. Okay, maybe a little. Maybe a little. I can't totally say that. Most of me thought it was great the way it was. There was only a small part of me that was lazy and didn't want to do a border. But that's okay. If the edges were honestly, if I wasn't happy with them, I would have put one on, no problem. But I was actually really happy with how this looked. And it's got so much going on with the stripes, I just wanted to leave it be. So I'm pretty happy with how that came out. And I love how it's kind of like squishier than the striped one. So it's like, it's really got a lot of bounce. So I think it'll be great for like a tummy time blanket for, you know, for a baby gift. So I think her little friend will hopefully like it a lot, and it'll be fun for tummy time, which I had no idea what that was until Colleen, until you had your kids. I was like, what the hell is that? Oh. So now I use that term whenever I can. I'm like, oh, tummy time, right? Such a dork. It's okay. But yeah, so there's that. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen the pictures already, but it's still super fun to show them off on the podcast too. So now that's all my faux. So now I can get onto my whips. Okay. What do I have for my whips? Let's see. Let's check my notes. Oh, I had the Cozy Knitter Beach Bum socks on that list, but I finished them before the podcast. Now, does it count as a faux if I'm knitting 2 pairs of socks out of the same skein and I only have 1 pair done? I count it as a faux. The second pair is a bonus. So it doesn't mean I wouldn't show you it as a faux again. But I will count it as a faux. I think that's fair. It's a pair of socks. Done. The second pair, it really is. It's just a bonus. And I really don't want to put the yarn away. I know if I do that, I'll be like, I won't do it, and it'll sit in my stash, and I'm like, I want to be able to use the scrap yarn, the leftovers, which I know it will still have, for my sock yarn blankets. So I'm like, if I keep them out, bang out that second pair of socks, it's another pair of shorty socks, most likely, done. And then I will be able to use that yarn towards my blanket. So it's that little carrot that I'm dangling for myself. We'll see how long this lasts. It's working for now, but it can get a little boring knitting the same socks 4 times. So same sock 4 times. But they're self-striping, so it doesn't really happen so much here. And they're really, really super cute. So, I mean, all knitters, like, you get a little bored. Like, you get second sock syndrome, let alone 4th sock syndrome. But because they're small, and they're super fun, and they're self-striping, it's helping me for now. Stay tuned to see by the next episode if I'm still saying that. I'll be like, screw it, that's it, they're going back in my stash, I'll do it later. And it'll feel like brand new again. But for now, we'll keep trying this little experiment and see if it works. Okay, now on to, I keep saying this, my whips. I talked about the beach bum. Oh, back to my birthday cake yarn. So I'm like, all right, I have a bunch of this yarn left over. And I want to see, I did plain vanilla socks the first time. I'm like, I want to see them now in like a pattern. So of course I chose Hermione's Everyday Socks. That's a great pattern for like, I don't want to call it a busy yarn. And because it's like just a little bit of a touch of a pattern, and it won't take away from the yarn. That's what I really like about it. And I thought it was perfect for this yarn. So let's see if I can actually get it on the sock blocker. I don't have a lot of it done, but I did at least get enough of it done, I hope, so that you guys can see what the pattern's looking like on the yarn. Fun. I love this yarn so much. Like, look at the skein. Like, seriously, like, do you not want to just take a bite out of that? Like, it seriously looks like cake. I just want to be like, no. Do not want to get my source of fiber that way. All right, so there we go. Let's get that nice and closer so you guys, let's do it this way so you're not getting my tail. See, like, it's just giving it a little something. And I like that. And see if I can show, like, the difference between the plain vanilla and that. See how it like just gives it a little something? It's almost making it look like brighter. It's really making the colors pop. So it really depends on what you want to do with the yarn. If you want it to be a little softer, plain vanilla is the way to go. If you really want those colors to pop, try a little bit of pattern and it'll do that. I did not even plan to say that. I didn't even realize the difference until I just held them up right now. I have to be honest. I'm like, what? I knew that all along. No, I didn't. Gotta be honest with you guys, I can't do it. I can't just be like, what? No. Alright. awfully warm in here. I'm actually melting. I'm trying to pretend that I'm not. I'm not all red, which is great, but I'm actually melting in front of the lights. And I have a hot, giant dog laying on me, so it's a little warm. Chelsea's all pouting, laying with her face away from me, because she's like, you locked me up here. Not cool, Ma. Not cool. It's okay. She'll get over it. Okay. What's the next one? Oh, more out of my yarn. But this is a colorway you've seen, so it's fair. It's not giving away the other new colorways just yet. Okay. I've talked about this shawl, and I'll talk about it a little bit more later, but my little Miss Chelsea Bean shawl. Speaking of Miss Chelsea Bean, I am knitting it, and I cannot claim this idea either. Colleen, I have you to thank for knitting this colorway up in this pattern because I love it, and it was a genius idea. Genius. Seriously, the two of us could like take over the world with our ideas. Just saying. So I'm making the little Miss Chelsea Bean shawl out of my Bubbles and Sunshine. And for a little pop, so what I did was I chose the Bubbles and Sunshine in my plain sock, and then I'm using my Warm Fuzzies Twinkle base in gold for a little bit of sparkle in between. It's not really showing here. You get a little bit of it. But there's the plain sock. And what's fun about this colorway is see what it's doing, like how it's pulling differently as you go. One, it's going to do that anyway because the shawl gets bigger as you go. But it's also with the different textures of the shawl, doing something different in each one. Like look at that with the garter stripe, or the garter here, and then the stockinette stripe, I mean, sorry about that. Like it just looks a little bit different. Like look at that, isn't that fun in the lace? It's almost like zigzaggies. So fun. So I'm really excited to see what that's going to look like as I keep going. And I've wanted to make a little bit more progress on it before podcasting, but I'm happy I at least got this far so I can show you what it looks like. Like really give you a good idea of what it's going to look like. Oh, I'm knitting with more of my yarn. And I keep saying, I'm like, I keep knitting with all my yarn. I'm never going to sell it because I love it so much. I make, you know, I try to cater to all different types of tastes when it comes to colors, but I've been so happy with how all of them have come out. I want to knit with all of them, and it feels like it's my stash, and it's really not. But I can knit some of it. It's okay. I mean, really, I'm a dyer. Hello. I should knit with some of my yarn, right? Enable me, people. Enable me. Just saying. Okay, what else am I working on? Oh, last one. So I haven't talked about knitting stuffed animals in a really long time. And my friend Kristen is getting married in July. So I was like, if you want me to, I think I've talked about this. I'm like, if you want me to knit anything for your wedding, just let me know. And just like I'm knitting my Fairy's Firelight jars in Twinkle for my little sister, Alex. Alex, I have a few done. I'm trying to come up with a goal with how many to finish per month. I need to come up with a total number so that I can really make that work, so I know how many I should be knitting each month. Right now I'm just kind of winging it, and I just cast one on and I try to finish it right away and then immediately cast another one on, so they're always on the needles. But anyway, I digress. So Kristen was like, okay, you know, I want to do these ring bearer gifts. She's like, would you make me knit stuffed animals to give them? I'm like, absolutely, that's a great idea. I'm like, which ones would you like? She goes, I love your dragons. Your dragons are super cute. Love those. And I can't claim the pattern. The pattern is from Barbara Prime, who's Fuzzy Mitten on Ravelry. And I love that pattern so much. They're so cute and they have wings. It's so cute. I'll see if I can pop a picture in here. So you can see the finished product. But I'll show you at least the pieces. And she's like, I'd like a really bright green and a really bright blue. And I happen to have some in my stash. I've been playing a little bit of yarn chicken with my blue. So I either have to get creative or go find more of the yarn. But I don't think it'll be hard. It's like I want to say it's like Lion's Brand Woolies or something like that. And I would bet I'd be able to find the colorway pretty easily or find something to go with it that'd be really complimentary. So here's the blue. There's a little face with the little nostrils. Oh my god, so cute. And then you put little teeth here. I can't. Here's the green that I'm using. It actually looks a little bit different. It's kind of like a Kelly green. Right there, it's looking a little bit brighter than it is, but it's a nice Kelly green. And I don't know how many other pieces I've got. All I have right now is pieces, so I'm not going to pull them all out, but it gives you an idea. Like, here's the body. And you can kind of see, like, the increases as you go, because you start from the bottom, so the increases and decreases to kind of give the body some shape. But, yeah, so I'm doing those. I thought they'd be super fun. Now, the green, I should have plenty of. What I'm hoping is that I have extra, because then maybe I can use that for like the wings of the blue guy and maybe for his ears and anything I don't have enough yarn for. Because I haven't knit the ears, the tail, or the wings for the blue guy yet. And I only have, where's the ball yarn? No, I don't have, oh, I don't have that much left. That's like maybe for the tail. So I might do the ears and the wings in the green. Maybe, we'll see. I'm going to knit the green ones for the green dragon, hold them up to the blue one, and if I like it, then that's what I might go for. And if Kristen likes it, so we'll see. Sometimes you gotta get a little creative, especially if you're using stash yarn and I didn't measure it, because why would I do that? I eyeballed it. It looked totally fine. Fail! It was so close! But that's okay. I can figure it out. It's a little toy. No big deal. Those are easy to fudge, which I like about knitting stuffed animals, is really if you run out of yarn, you can really fudge it for the most part and try to make it work. So, it's all good. I got this. Got this. It's okay. Whew. Okay. On to, thank goodness, beverage of choice. I'm dying. I need a sip. I don't let myself sip nearly enough while I podcast, but I get distracted and I'm... So, anywho, what am I drinking? I am drinking Rheingeist, and this is Knowledge, their Imperial IPA. Frank just picked this up, I think, was it yesterday? Yeah, he just brought this home last night. It's so good. It's a new one. I've never heard of this one, and I had a sip of that, and I was like, oh. I did not have one last night. I just had a sip of his because I had had other beer, and I didn't want, like, I really wanted to be able to get the full taste of this beer, so if you have other kinds of beer first, it can ruins your palate for this beer. I'm such a beer snob. Shame on me. But I really wanted to fully enjoy this beer. So, cheers! Oh my god, you guys, it's so good. And it's an Imperial, so it's a little stronger. How strong is this one? I don't think we looked. I don't know if it says, oh, 8.5. That's not too bad. It's a little stronger than the other beers I usually drink, but not too bad. Hopefully I won't start slurring by the end of the episode. Another reason I don't let myself sip too much while I'm talking to you guys. Kidding. Okay. Cup holder. That will never not be awesome. Okay. Next up is what I'm styling. As you can see, I'm not wearing any knit goods. That would be because I'm roasting alive, and I can't. So I'm wearing my main beer company shirt, which I think I've worn that for the podcast before. What I wanted to show you, and where did I put it? Oh, it was my other Little Miss Chelsea Bean shawl. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, don't remember if I showed you this one in progress. I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, I did. In the last episode, I think I did. Look at, it's just finished now. You guys, look at this guy. The tweed. I can't. That's my tweed base, by the way. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I can't. Yeah. And I think I was calling my base Simply Distinguished. I really like it a lot. And that's Bohemia Fibers. I was going to call it the Glen colorway because I was talking about that for so long. It's my Daryl colorway. Oh my god. And it totally, like, okay, I'll put it on for like a second so you can see. Excuse me while I put this on so you can see it. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. It's so cute. I just love it. Like, you just throw it on and you can let the tails dangle if you want, or I can tuck them, and I love it. Like, and seriously, I'm gonna wear the hell out of this because I wear gray so much, or black. It goes with my entire wardrobe. And even if I want to, I can wear it with like a beige in there too to go with that. I love it. I love it. It's so fun. It's also really hot. Holy mackerel. I love that about it too, is that it's super warm. Unfortunately, that doesn't work for me today. That's quite all right. Okay. So that's what I'm styling, you guys. What else do I have to show you? I have so much more. So much more. So I hope, if you'd like, pause, go get yourself a beverage, and come on back, and we'll keep chatting, because I have some more exciting stuff to show you. I know. So good. So good. Okay. This part you're not going to want to miss. Show it off. You guys, okay. I'm really excited about this. I got to meet somebody. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know who that is. I got to meet Gail from the Yarniacs. Shut up, I know. I have been dying to meet Gail forever. I've been dying to meet her. And I was gonna go out to Stitches West. I wasn't able to go. And then she had to come into Boston for a work thing. So she reached out and she's like, you know, how close are you to Boston? You know, thinking I was really, really far, you know, it just wouldn't be convenient. And I'm like, well, I'm not far at all. I'm maybe without traffic a half an hour south of Boston, if that. And then it's a T ride in, or I work in Cambridge. So does Frank. We work at the same place. And I telework, but I go into the office occasionally. I'm like, I could just commute in with Frank and we can meet up with you that afternoon. And she's like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, I know. So we were able to meet up for a couple hours with Gail from the Yarniacs. And she is just awesome. I love that woman to the moon and back. She's such a sweetheart, gorgeous woman, and just has a beautiful soul. So it was awesome to meet you, Gail. I love you. You're so great. That was so much fun. So fun. And we exchanged goodies too. You want to see what they are? I know you do. Alright. She gave me some presents. She gave me some yarn. Oh my goodness. And this is candy skein. And oh my goodness. It's called Chocolate Raspberry Truffle. Yeah, and it's merino and nylon, and it's delicious looking. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at these colors. Gail, I can't believe you gave these up. They're so pretty. They're so you too. But look at, I can't. And what's really funny is that she's like, yeah, I'm really getting into pinks and browns and all that. And I had given her a skein yarn too. I gave her my Cherries Jubilee, which is pinks and browns and reds. I thought that was hilarious, with a little bit of whites in it too. And what I did was underneath it, I wrote AK, like for the colorway, I wrote AKA Gail. Because seriously, that's such a Gail colorway. Totally. So it was so funny that we exchanged yarn that way. But so pretty. So pretty. Let me show you the little tag here. How cute is this? Look at that. Ta-da! Show you the back of it too. Super cute. And she gave me saltwater taffy. That is from downtown Santa Cruz. Where is she from? Look at that. I have the restraint it has taken not to break open this bag. It's been, oh my goodness. And Dougie's interested, as you can see the little nose. So thank you so much, Gail. So fun. I know. What else do I have to show you? I have some good, oh my goodness, you guys. Seriously. So I have, oh, from my friend, oh my goodness, from my friend Naomi. Where's my, oh, I didn't bring my phone in here. From Cozy Cute Knits. And she gave me, not only did she give me a little goodie bag and presents, she gave something for you guys too. For prizes. So she is so sweet. And thank you, Naomi. And I actually already ate the chocolate that you gave me. I think I broke into that same day. I was going to hold it and use it to podcast, but I ate it. Thank you. It was these Cadbury chocolates, and I was just like, bink, 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 bink. They were delicious. But she sent me some really pretty yarn. She sent me, this is Little French Meadow, and I believe this is local to her too. And I think the color is Saint 7. Look at that. And it comes with, oh, look at that. It's got the little stitch keeper on it too. It's a little flower. Check it out. How cute that is. And look at that colorway. Oh my goodness. So me. Oh my goodness. So pretty. So pretty. There's the yarn. Little French Meadow. Is it coming up? Ta-da! So cute. And she sent me a cute little notebook. Look at that. Put my little pattern ideas in there. She sent me a little project bag. So she does have a shop. I will list her Etsy shop at the bottom of the screen. And it'll also be in my show notes, which will be on my website, which I don't think I've mentioned yet. Anything I mention in this podcast will be in my show notes. So if you want to go look for Cozy Cute Knits, go check that out. And I will also have it at the bottom of the screen. She made me a cute little bag. Look at this cute little guy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right? And look at that. Just super cute. Do I have a little card in here too? I think I do. Yeah, I do. There she is. Ta-da! And there we go. Love it. So cute. Perfect for these shorty pairs of socks too. And then she also gave another one away for a prize. I haven't even taken it out of the bag. That's how good I've been. I really wanted to keep it in there. But another, look at that bag. Oh my goodness. I'm actually jealous of the winner because it's so cute. I mean, look at that. Super fun. So thank you, Naomi. These are so, so sweet. And I really, really appreciate it too. And I have a little goodie bag, or goodie box that I'm putting together for you too. You shall see it soon. I hope soon. I've been keep putting stuff together, so we'll get there, I promise. Alright, so put that stuff up there, get that out of the way. Excuse the crinkling. Alright. Oh, I didn't talk about the yarn that I used for that blanket. Just to go back for a second, since I just picked up the notes, or picked up the tags, that was from Knit Picks Brava, and the colorways were Caution and Custard, in case you were wondering. Again, show notes, but since I picked them up, figured I'd mention it. Alright. Oh my goodness, you guys. Another podcaster to thank. Lucky Jenny from the Lucky Jenny Knits podcast. Oh my goodness. She's like, you know, my dealer, where she went to her yarn shop and they had Andre Sue Knits sock blanks, and she was texting with us and she's going, guess what, you guys, oh my god, they have them here at the shop, do you want them? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And I'm like, and I mentioned 2 of them in particular, and she's like, wait, which one? I'm like, both of them. I'm like, if they're both available, I'll take them both. I didn't care. I'm like, oh my god. So one of which I had seen before, and I had been dying for it and never seemed to catch it when she'd have it in her shop. Lucky Jenny hooked me up. Oh my goodness. It's the flutterbies. Oh my goodness. Which way should I do it? This way. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Seriously, how pretty is that? Like, oh my god. I have wanted this exact one forever. This exact one. I've seen the butterfly ones with a different color background and I would have settled, but I wanted this one. And it's mine. Mine. But I can't decide, and if you guys can help me out, I can't decide if I want to do plain vanilla socks for this, just to let the colors shine, or do Hermione's every day. Because they'll be a little busy when you knit them, then it'll make them pop. What do you think? Or if you have another pattern in mind, what would you knit with out of this beautiful sock blank, which will be happening soon. That needs to get on my needle soon. It has been sitting there, and I keep looking at it, and I'm like, I really want to be knitting that, but I want to show it, so don't touch it. Keep working on my shorty socks. Anyway, the other one, this one I haven't seen before. What's the motorcycle one? I mean, come on. I had to get that for my friend Sheelen. He has a Harley, so I'm like, hello, perfect. Yeah. So of course I gotta make up a pair of socks out of it. Super cute. Love them. Love them. And Lucky Jenny, you're so cute. You sent me little gummy bears too, and I ate them already. Treats do not last long when they come in a package. And I ate them. Thank you. And so sweet. So she sent me, I want to make sure I get this right. This is her lichen and, you were calling it lichen and lace. I call it lichen and lace. I don't know which one it is, so I'll say both. And this is a single ply superwash merino. The colorway is Wildflowers, and this is what you used in your little Miss Chelsea bean shawl. How sweet is that? So I can put that in my little Cozy Memories blanket. So cute. And again, I've been putting that aside. I'm like, no, you have to show it before you use it in the blanket. No, because you wanted to showcase just a little restraint. Man, it's been hard. It's been hard. But I've managed. So I've had some willpower. It's been a little hard. Haven't had any when it came to the candy, though. I mean, I have my limits. Seriously. I mean, come on. Come on. But yeah, got a little care package from Lucky Jenny with Andre Sue Knit sock blanks. You guys, she seriously, she was like our dealer. She like texted our little group here. And she's like, you guys, you want this? And we're like, yeah. You know, how we get you money? How do we get them? What do we do? It was so funny. Seriously. It's like hooking us up. It was giving us our fix of yarn. For reals. Okay, what do we have up next? Giveaways! Oh, after I have a sip. Because I'm dying. So okay, back to it. Giveaways. Alright, I have a lot to talk about, and this is where I'm really going to mention even more podcasts. So I've mentioned Lucky Jenny. I'm going to mention her again in a moment. I've mentioned the Yarniacs. Well, now we've got the Yarn Hoarder, and the Yarn Hoarder just did a big giveaway for my yarn and pattern of the Knitter's Choice. So she set up a thread where people just would comment in there with, like, they'd go to my website and pick their favorite colorway or pick their favorite pattern of mine. Oh my goodness, that was so fun to read all the comments that were in there. And I swear, I think every pattern of mine was touched on, every colorway. It was really just a lovely thing to see. It really lets me know that, hey, what I'm doing here is, I'm on the right track. So that was really fun. And so that giveaway actually ended, but through the end of this weekend, so it's only through tomorrow, May 7th, Sunday, May 7th, I set up a coupon for the Yarn Hoarder thread, but you got to go into her thread to look up the coupon code. I can't go that far. So in my show notes, I set up a link to the Yarn Hoarders coupon thread, or the Yarn Hoarders group. Go check it out in there, and you'll see a little coupon code to get 15% off anything, patterns, yarn, anything on my site, anything in my Ravelry store, 15% off using that code. So go for it. Check it out. And then, oh my goodness, so many people are doing giveaways for my Little Miss Chelsea Bean pattern. Oh my goodness, it's just amazing. Thank you so much, you guys. We have Yarnder Woman is doing a giveaway right now for the pattern. We have Sunshine and Bubblegum, Lynn from Sunshine and Bubblegum, who's doing it. And then we have Lacey from the Knitted Cupcake, who also has a thread going too. Oh my goodness. It's like, seriously, I've had, like, it's just so amazing that you guys really, you know, the knitting community, how you all come together and just do super sweet things like that. So thank you for that. Love giveaways. Love. You guys know me. So yeah, so I mentioned Yarnder Woman, so Melinda from Yarnder Woman and Sunshine Bubblegum and Knitted Cupcake are all running giveaways, so go check out their podcasts and see what you gotta do, and their groups and Ravelry. And I want to send a thank you too. So thank you to Lucky Jenny, because she just did a giveaway for my pattern too and announced her winner. And then we have the Grocery Girls, and then thank you to the Yarn Hoarder again too for setting up, putting together those giveaways and giving away my pattern. I just really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. It's awesome. And I love that people love the pattern where they want to enter to win it. So it's really like, oh, they want my little Chelsea Bean pattern. It's one I'm really, really especially proud of. So it's really awesome to see people wanting to knit it. And for other giveaways, so my Guilty Pleasures knit along actually ended yesterday. So I have not pulled a winner yet. So I'm going to do that today or tomorrow, and I will announce the winner on my next episode. So stay tuned. And then I have the 4 Season Sock Knit Along, which is going on too. And I believe that's going, so the first one, the spring one, goes through June 20th, June 21st, can't remember, through the end of spring. So you have plenty of time to get in your spring socks. So make sure you come on over and enter your socks. Remember, shorty socks, any kind of socks. You have yoga socks, you name it. As long as you didn't cast it on until the beginning of spring and it's finished by the end of spring or for each season, they count towards it. So go for it. Okay, next up I have knit reading and knit watching. I'm not going to go into all the books and all that I've read because this is an especially long episode. So if you want to know what I'm knit reading and what I've knit read and what I've knit watched, go check out my show notes on my website. And you will see what I'm up to. I also have a thread in the group for both, for anything you're binge watching or anything you're reading. So please feel free to share in there too, because I'm always looking for a new good show to watch or a new good read. I usually troll other groups for that too, to kind of get a mix of other people's opinions on different books and stuff like that. It's fun. Last up, phew, I made it. What's up with all the things? Okay, so I've talked about it multiple times this episode. My Little Miss Chelsea Bean shawl is now officially launched. It's available for purchase in my Ravelry store as well as on my website. It's a $6 pattern. And like I said, if you go check out the Yarn Hoarder thread, you have a chance to get a 15% discount. Go check that out if you're interested in the pattern. And if you've already purchased it, thank you. And if you've already started knitting it, oh my god, I can't wait to see it. Stop it, jennsheelen. The last thing I want to show you, I've been dying to show you, is the new colorways that I just dyed up. I have been busy. I've been really, really busy. And I have some fun stuff to show you. And I've also made sock planks. And Frank Sheelen actually painted a couple too. Yes, he did. So you could have a Frank Sheelen original. Just saying. Alright, so I have to reach into my bucket. So pardon my reach a little bit. The bucket is kind of huge and this is a tiny space. So I had to make do with what I got. Okay, I'm actually going to start off. Let's see what I got in here. These I don't want to show yet. No, not yet. No. I'm going to show this one off first. Why not? Because they're in front of me. I have 3 new tweeds that I just dyed up. And they have been quite popular. The first one I'm going to show you is the Distinguished Gentleman. Oh my goodness. And excuse my scanning. I scanned these up really, really quick after they were done drying. They will look much nicer when they're shipped. the light grays, like I have a medium gray in here, the light gray in here, and then the dark deep gray in here, which is almost like a navy, but it's gray. Oh, oh my goodness, on that tweed, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. How I have not cast this one on yet for something too, I don't know. Serious willpower. Don't know how I've done it. The next one is Nature's First Green is Gold. Also on my tweed. Look how fun that is. Like, it's like a spruce and like a goldy orange color. Oh, they're so pretty together. I can't. Again, how I've not cast that on, I don't know. I have a problem. The last tweed that I dyed up, this one I'm calling Dress Me Up. It's really more vibrant blues and purples on this tweed, so it's very different from what I had originally planned for this game, but I was really happy with how it came out. Now that blue and those purples aren't showing quite different on the screen, but they are. In person you could see there's a decent difference between the two colors. Look at that. So fun. Those are my new tweeds. Now I've shown you already my birthday cake colorway and the twinkle base. That's what it looks like all on the skein. Oh my goodness, look at that twinkle. Look at that. So pretty. I've also done that in my regular sock base. Again, excuse the messy skein. I did these really, really quick before I podcasted so I can get them out of the way. So fun. And then I also had to put it on cashmere because duh. I mean, really. Look at that. Oh, how fun is that? Oh, with the bits of yellow that are popped in there. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. I can't. All right. What else do I have? Oh, I have two other colorways and then I'll show you the sock blanks. So I have this one, like I had it in my head, and then when it came out on the yarn, I was like, oh my god, that's exactly what I wanted. This is Cosmic Thing, and this is on my twinkle base, and this is also the silver. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. You could see how it's a little bit variegated too. So he has softer spots of the purples and the colors in here too. And I really did that on purpose because I really wanted some texture in the yarn. Not just like three bold colors, like I really wanted it to have some softer spots in each of the colorways. There's that navy and that purple and that teal. Oh my god. And then look at this, this one's like really showing off the sparkle too. So pretty. So that one I also have in cashmere, because I think I actually dyed this on cashmere first, believe it or not, even before the twinkle. Just so pretty. Oh, so pretty. I can't. Oh my goodness. And then I have it, now this is where I went a little different. This one I have on my sock base as well, but I actually dyed it a little bit different, so the colors really mixed up a whole lot more. Look at that. So fun. So fun. I know, right? I know. My last colorway, pull this one out, is Elements. Oh my goodness. And this one I think I actually wound up doing on cashmere first too. Oh. Look at that. Oh my god, you guys. Look at that. Like, seriously. I can't. This one I did on Gold Twinkle. I'm dying. Look at that. Look at how much that's twinkling on the screen. Even usually you know how much trouble I have my twinkle showing. Look at that. Look at that. I can't. And then I have my regular sock base as well. So pretty. I'm like so happy, as you can tell, with how all of those came out. And I hope you are too. Super fun. All right, so those are all the skeins, or at least the colorways that I dyed up. And then I did some sock blanks. Yes, I did. I even did double knit sock blanks too. The only double knit I have so far is in the birthday cake colorway. Look at how fun that is. So that's why this one looks so short, is because it's double knit. Look at that. So if you ever wanted to try 2 at a time socks, try it off a double knit sock blank. I actually prefer knitting 2 at a time socks off of double knit sock blanks, and it can go either way. Either people think it's fumbly and too tangly, or they really like it a lot. I actually wound up liking it a lot. When I have 2 separate balls of yarn kind of rolling around and twisting up, I actually have more trouble than I did with the sock blank, which was weird. But it just worked for me. So yeah. The other one I have is my Bubbles and Sunshine colorway that I actually wound up striping out on a sock blank. And this is just on my regular sock. Fun that is. Oh, I know. I can't. That would be super, super fun for like big long runs of color for a pair of socks. Oh. Again, how I have not cast that on, I don't know. Restraint. It's hard being a dyer and like really liking the colorways. Like you're gonna want to like the colorways that you're dyeing, but you have to not like want to knit them all and knit up your stash and not sell them. Hello, defeats the purpose. If the whole point is to sell them, you're supposed to knit some of them, but not all. And I want to knit them all. They're like my little preciouses that I send off into the wild. Anyway, mist over Hingham Harbor, also striped. So fun. Like seriously, you guys, like seriously. Oh, so happy with how that came out. What I did too, so I have the birthday cake on a single sock blank as well, but I won't show you every single one of them, but I will show you. I have it on my twinkle base as well, my twinkle sock base. And those I only have in silver. I hear you over there, Miss Bean. I'm almost done. Oh, so pretty. See, you're getting some of that twinkle in there. Oh, how fun is that? So fun. I just love that. It's almost like that, you know, graffiti sort of effect. Like, I just love it. So fun. Okay. What else do I have? Do I only have one more? I think I only have one more. This one, so Frank Sheelen did at least one of the birthday cake ones, and he also painted this one. Oh, I have one more after this. This one is Cosmic Thing, but he went a little different on this one and went like asymmetrical, and this is actually a really good way for you guys to see the whole entire sock blank. So he just really had fun with it. And he is so much better at just kind of winging it and going with it than I am. I've tried making sock blanks and just been like, oh, I'll just do, you know, different patterns and shapes and stuff. It never works for me. It just doesn't work for me. I have had so many sock blanks go wrong from me trying to wing it. I just don't wing it. But he was able to do that, and he actually did a beautiful job. And it was his first one. No, he did the birthday cake one first, but that's done a little bit differently. This was his first one painting, and it came out perfectly the first time. It was really annoying. But that's okay. It came out really pretty, so it was worth it. The last one I have is Elements. I did on a sock blank too. And this again is my plain sock base. And this one I just kind of had fun with. I was like, I'm just going to do a whole bunch of blotches of all the different colors and go with it. It's almost like a camo effect, which is kind of fitting too, because it's Elements, like all the nature's colors. I guess. But super fun, right? Yeah. I want to play with this one too. I can't knit them all. Someday, maybe I'll knit out, like I'll knit myself, dye myself one each of all my colorways on all the different bases. Same for the sock blanks. That's a lofty goal, but you know, one can dream. It's quite all right. Okay, that is actually all I have to show you. I am finally done. And we're almost an hour in. I can't believe that was under an hour. I totally thought this was going to take me like forever. It was still quite some time. But I seriously was like, oh my goodness, I have so much to show them. Do I break it up? Do I not? But what would I take out? I just went with it. So thank you guys for hanging in there with me and checking out what I have to show you. And hopefully I will be back. Now I'm going to try to go back to my every other week schedule. Knock on wood. That I don't get sick again and nothing else happens, where I can keep on that schedule. But bear with me. All right, you guys, you want to say goodbye, Miss Bean? Do you want a cookie? You can come say goodbye. Oh, don't step on your brother. He don't like that. Oh, that was mean. Oh, Dougie, now you're right in front of the screen. Dougie, you're going to have to work for yours too, honey. High five. High five. High five. Good boy. Chelsea, you going to work for yours? You going to up? Good girl. Thank you guys for joining us, and happy knitting. See you soon. Wait for it. Yeah. This isn't cute anymore, Stinkerbug. Not amused. Not amused.